Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, next match Cross-Banlist Cup. So, finally back to the beginning for the second batches of the games, of the duels. So, another matchup here. We have Dragon Rulers from 2013 versus Rescue Cat. That, what is it, only 4 years difference, but as I've read through the comments and the votes, as you see here, or saw on the right side, upper part here on the screen, that Dragon Rulers was definitely favorite by the people for the most obvious reasons. Again, both decks having access to the 6th card, the opening card, and if we can compare both engines, obviously the Ruler engine pre-Banlist, so with all the babies, everything at 3, super Rejuvenation in a slower format, that deck definitely should have the advantage over a much slower deck. But on the other hand, as I've talked about multiple times in the past, sure, Rescue Cat, Synchro Cat here in this case, is the slower deck. It's it can OTK, right, especially because of Dark Strike Fighter pre-errata. It does play some traps, but here in this matchup the traps definitely could help out, especially when going first. On the other hand, going into a board is much more terrible, obviously because of the double Dracosec going after those back rows, like Bottomless Trapple, Royal Oppression and stuff like that. So this is, I guess, an instant loss. Again, this is a much slower, you want to go first, setting Spy, setting Raiko, go from there. This is not a going first deck, you know what I mean, like set, whatever, and you pass from there. And here in this case, it doesn't matter, because like back in the OG days, if your opponent had something like Dark Armed Dragon on their field, or Brioneg, I don't know, you can just copy their effect and use their effects. But Dark Panther cannot detach a card, so obviously you cannot use Big Eyes effect. Anyway, did I use Crush card? I think I used Crush card, so that's nice. Obviously we wanted to wait, I guess. Did we wait? I think so. No, yeah, we sniped. Yeah, we sniped because of the potential discard cost, etc. off of the baby Sobi and 7-star sword as well. So going for the early Crush card was the move to make. Let's see, they are still under Crush card and we have full information about the hand. Here I guess the normal summon of Failure to go for like, oh yeah, oh that's sneaky. That's a nice DD Crow. I guess basically the only, is it? Yeah, I think it's the only hand trap we can, at least we had available, good hand trap against a, more recent deck against Rulers. So they do have a Colossal Fighter. Let's see, how can we out this? They do have Mexido, but I think we can push for a game, because we can go for Spy, go for Guard, basically free level 4s on the field to go for Arcanite Magician. I'm not able to use priority because of the token, right? The counters, but it doesn't matter. Sure, the Colossal Fighter cannot be tributed, so we cannot tribute it off of the pre-errata Dark Strike Fighter, but we can tribute everything else, including itself, to go for burn damage. Again, this is pre-errata because I think, what does it now? What does it say now? Like you cannot use it in main phase 2 or something like that, especially because of this reason. Okay, so one more. Let's see, we're going second, and going second, this is okay-ish. The Crow definitely helps out, prevent another Ruler from hitting the field, so basically another Dracosec. The problem here is, what can we do now? Sure, we're getting 2 free tokens, which we can use for a Synchro summon. Okay, so we are destroying Blaster. I mean, I was about to say, it was a 2800 monster, so there wasn't any Synchro left to just attack over it. And, we don't want to leave Blaster on field in order to be bounced back to the hand. So we're booking the, again, basically preventing the rank 7 Exceed play. Tagging into, what is it, the Blaster, gain control of it. Again, we don't want to leave the Blaster in the graveyard to let them or at least keep them recycling through their resources. That's correct language. Rescue Cat is a nice top deck, and I don't think we have to fear any dangerous traps like Mirror Force or Torrential Tribute, if I'm not mistaken, so I think we can push for a game. I think so, right? Yeah, indeed. We didn't have any level 7 Synchro plays for Dark Strike Fighter, but that was enough. Game number 4, and this opening hand going first would be fantastic if the 6th card was a spell. But we're not going first, we're going second, and this hand going second into a full Dracosec board, that hurts a lot. You know, if they have the ability to go for, like, what is it, double Draco Sec, yeah, there it is. I guess you could go for Stardust Dragon as well, but, you know, you're set up for Yugioh basically, so I guess double Draco Sec is much more threatening. Use priority, right, so get rid of the Rescue Cat, get Maxeed though. Again, still a big problem. Let's see, what can we do? We go for the big boy Yugioh Guardian, basically. Back then, one of the strongest synchros, right? We do have oppression, but now, I mean, they have information where the oppression is. At least one of the copies, if I have more, but I don't. I think the other two are Solemn Judgment, right? And we are really close though, because here we are going to burn through a Judgment. Again, we have the ability to potentially push for game. If we draw a spell, there it is. But we see the sneaky Veiler there, so obviously we are getting Veilered, so we are not able to make the push. Gain control off of Burner. It doesn't matter. I guess it does matter. Potential attribute. They are getting back Tempest, so we don't have an oppression. They do have the Typhoon though for that, if it would have been there. So again, it's close on neck. We have another Judgment, and they are keeping the Typhoon though. Which I guess, okay, you could potentially snipe a random Typhoon though. So the Emptiness does prevent Monk from triggering, so they need a big draw. Let's see, is that a big draw? Are they able to go for Tempest? Yeah, they are. So now, I think they are going for Colossal Fighter. And I think the ruling is, what is it? Colossal Fighter attacks Chainlinks into Yugioh Guardian. And, you know, turn player Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. So here, if I would attack with Yugioh, I would not be able to reborn it, right? I think so. Their Colossal Fighter, and it also works the other way around, if I am not mistaken, so feel free to correct me. And we're losing because of this. What's the back row? Is it Bluff? I think it's Bluff, so a 5-gamer. And this is not a strong start. So Cyber Valley set 2, and yeah, speaking of a terrible start is the Judgment. I think the card destruction is devastating, especially because of Super Rejuvenation, etc. So I hope they kind of bricked, maybe one ruler, I don't know, but that wasn't the case. And on top of this, they had Typhoon for the other back row. You know, Book of Moon would have been fantastic to put one of the rulers face down, right? But, okay, let's see. We are getting 2 tokens, plus we could potentially threaten their hand with Rescue Cat, use priority to go for, I guess, double Air Balloon, going after the hand, right? But this is not going to be enough. Oh, imagine here having access to Dark Strike Fighter. This might have been game. Oh yeah, I don't think we're able to tribute Draco Sec because we cannot tribute it, right? Off of mind due to mind control. So we are forced to give back Draco Sec, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. So they are playing the waiting game, which makes sense. More tokens for Draco Sec, slowly picking away the resources, right? No token though, and I do sack the break, like this is a huge sack, but sadly the Dark Panther in hand is not another copy of Rescue Cat. Do have Maxedo, so I guess giving them one draw, going in for 1k just in case, but we know basically the game is over. Unless, I don't know, I top deck a card that I'm not familiar with, that I don't know now, but I don't think there's a card that would get me out of this situation, so maybe Bolt of Avarice for 2 draws, Brain Control, I don't know. Something that does trample damage, is that enough? It might be enough. The Gaia Dragon, but we don't have that. Book of Moon, that's not going to be enough. So it's a close one, it was a close one, but GG. It is what it is.